Don't skip. What does it mean when she shares her problems? Have you ever felt completely puzzled when a woman starts telling you about her problems? You're listening, nodding, maybe even trying to offer advice, but deep down you're wondering, what does this mean? Is she just venting? Is she testing you? Or could this be a sign of something more? Here's the thing. When a woman opens up about her struggles, it's rarely just about solving a problem. These moments often carry a deeper meaning, a hidden layer of trust, emotion, or even affection. It could be her way of saying, I trust you enough to let you into my world. Or maybe she's gauging how you'll respond, revealing what kind of connection you're building together. The truth? How you handle these situations can either strengthen your bond or completely miss the mark. What if this is the green light you've been waiting for? What if understanding this moment could change the course of your relationship forever? In this video, we'll dive into 7 powerful insights inspired by Stoic philosophy to help you decode her words and actions. We'll uncover why she's sharing, what she's expecting, and how you can respond with wisdom and strength. And trust me, the final insight will give you the clarity you've been searching for. Don't just listen. Understand. This isn't just about her problems. It's about what they mean for you, for her, and for the connection you're building. Stick with me until the end. The answers you're looking for might be closer than you think. Number 1. She trusts you. When a woman opens up about her struggles, it's more than just words. It's an unspoken declaration. I trust you. Trust is never handed out lightly, and when she chooses to share her vulnerabilities with you, she's offering you something precious. Not everyone gets this level of access to her inner world. Imagine this. A friend confides in you about a challenge they're facing at work. But this isn't just any friend. It's someone who's usually composed, someone who rarely lets their guard down. Now, replace that friend with a woman who matters to you. Suddenly, her words take on a different weight. Her sharing isn't just casual, it's intimate. She's saying, I believe you can handle this part of me that most people don't see. Epictetus, in his timeless wisdom, reminds us, being trusted is a responsibility, not a privilege. Her trust in you isn't an invitation to fix her problems or offer quick solutions. It's an invitation to hold space for her, to listen without judgment, and to simply be present. The greatest mistake you could make in this moment is to dismiss her feelings or, worse, break her trust by sharing her vulnerabilities with others. This isn't about solving, it's about understanding. Trust is fragile, and mishandling it can shatter something that may never be fully repaired. What should you do? Lean in. Listen, not just to her words, but to what's beneath them. Resist the urge to interrupt or impose your perspective. Offer empathy, not critique. By honoring her trust, you show that you're not just someone who hears her. You're someone who values her. Remember, trust is a gift few people ever receive. If she's chosen you to carry that gift, cherish it. Protect it, because once lost, it's a treasure rarely regained. Number 2, she turns to you in tough times, because you're the man she values. When life gets hard and she chooses you to confide in, it's no accident. Out of everyone she could have called, messaged, or leaned on, she picked you. That says something powerful. You matter to her. She sees you as someone reliable, capable, and valuable. A man who can be her anchor when the waters get rough. This is not just about needing help. It's about trust and admiration. You're not just a friend to vent to, you're the first person who comes to her mind. That's a position of significance, and it's an opportunity to reinforce the bond between you. But here's the key. Don't let this role morph into being her full-time problem solver. As much as you might want to step in and fix things, remember that true support isn't about taking over. It's about walking beside her while she figures things out for herself. Let's break it down with an example. She calls you late at night, upset over a falling out with a friend or a mistake she made at work. You might feel the urge to tell her exactly what to do, to lay out the steps to make everything better. Resist that urge. Instead, try something like, that sounds tough. I'm here for you. What do you think would help you move forward? Why? Empowering her to navigate her challenges shows her that you respect her strength and independence. At the same time, your presence reassures her that she's not alone. It's a fine balance, being the man she can count on without becoming her emotional crutch. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best way to help others is to help them help themselves." This doesn't mean withholding support. It means offering it in a way that strengthens her, not makes her dependent. And here's the deeper truth. She turns to you because she respects you, admires you, and likely sees you as more than just someone who listens. By being there for her in a way that's thoughtful, composed, and empowering, you reinforce her view of you as a man of value, a man she's lucky to have in her corner. So when she seeks you out in her moments of need, don't just see it as a problem to solve. See it for what it is, a reflection of the high regard she holds for you, and an opportunity to deepen your connection without losing sight of your boundaries. Be her ally, not her savior. That's the man she truly values. Number 3, she pays more attention to you after sharing, a sign of growing connection. After she shares her struggles, something shifts. Suddenly she's asking more about you, your thoughts, your feelings, your life. She notices details she might have overlooked before, like how your day went, the challenges you've mentioned, or even the tone in your voice. This isn't random. It's a sign that she's drawn closer to you, perhaps seeing you in a light she hadn't fully appreciated before. Here's the interesting part. By opening up, she may have found a deeper connection with you, one based on understanding, empathy, or even shared experiences. She might recognize parallels between her life and yours, finding comfort in the common ground. This could be her way of saying, "I see you and I want to know you better." Imagine this. After talking about her struggles balancing work and personal life, she starts asking you about how you manage stress, your goals, or what truly makes you happy. She's no longer just sharing, she's investing. This curiosity about you isn't just politeness. It's an effort to build something deeper. But before you rush to conclusions, step back and assess. This growing attention might be a green light, but it's also a signal for careful thought. Are you truly ready for this connection? Do you share similar values, goals, and visions for the future? These questions matter because while this might feel like an opportunity, diving in without clarity could lead to confusion or hurt for both of you. Epictetus reminds us, understand fully before you act. Clarity leads to wisdom. What should you do? Welcome her attention with authenticity. If she asks about your challenges, share them honestly but thoughtfully. Show her who you are, without exaggeration or pretense. This is not the time for superficiality. It's a chance to lay a foundation of genuine understanding. At the same time, maintain your composure. Just because she's showing interest doesn't mean you should abandon caution or rush into anything. The connection grows strongest when nurtured patiently, with mutual respect and clarity. Ultimately, her increasing attention is a promising sign, but it's also an invitation for reflection. Recognize the moment for what it is, an opportunity to explore the potential of a deeper bond. Move forward wisely, ensuring that both your intentions align and that neither of you steps into something you're not truly ready for. Respect her interest, but respect your boundaries too. Number 4. She's looking for an ally, not a fixer. Tread wisely. Even if her openness and trust seem like an invitation to step in as the hero, remember this. She's not looking for someone to solve her problems. She's looking for someone to stand beside her, to understand her struggles without taking over. She wants an ally, not a fixer, and certainly not someone who sees her vulnerability as a chance to swoop in and dominate the narrative. Marcus Aurelius said it best. Sometimes just being present is enough. And that's what she truly needs. Your presence, your understanding, your ability to let her navigate her path without interference. Imagine this. She's venting about a tough situation, like navigating a difficult work relationship. It's tempting to jump in with solutions, to say, "Why don't you just do this?" Or worse, to feel a sense of pride that she needs you. But here's the truth. Unless she explicitly asks for your advice, she's likely seeking connection, not answers. The danger lies in misinterpreting her trust as permission to take charge, or worse, as a signal to overstep. It's easy to let your ego inflate, thinking her vulnerability gives you power over her situation or her emotions, but the real strength lies in restraint. True integrity means resisting the urge to fix her or to exploit the closeness she's offered. What does being an ally look like? It means listening without judgment and offering support without overshadowing her own efforts. For example, instead of saying, "You should handle it this way," try, "That sounds tough. What do you think is the best next step?" By doing this, you affirm her autonomy while still showing that you're there for her. Most importantly, remember this golden rule: your presence and integrity matter more than your advice. Women value a man who respects their independence and who doesn't see their challenges as opportunities for control or self-congratulation. Stay humble. Understand that her choice to share with you is a privilege, not a pedestal. Approach her struggles with empathy, not arrogance. By being a quiet, steady force of support, you show her that you're not just someone who listens, you're someone who respects her strength and believes in her ability to overcome. So resist the temptation to solve or to use her openness as leverage. Be her ally. Stand beside her, not above her. Because in the end, that's what builds trust, respect, and lasting connection. Number 5, she wants to feel understood, and you are the one who can make her feel that way. When she shares her struggles, she isn't handing you a problem to solve. She's reaching out for connection, for understanding. It's not about quick fixes or brilliant solutions. It's about a safe space, someone who sees her, hears her, and reminds her she's not alone. And in this moment, she's chosen you to be that person. Think about a time when you felt overwhelmed, and all you wanted was someone to listen. Not to interrupt, not to advise, but to simply say, "I get it, I'm here." That's what she's seeking, a moment of relief, a sense of being seen in a world that often overlooks her struggles. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, captures this perfectly. Before you react, listen fully. It's not about what you can say or do, it's about how well you can listen. When you're truly present, when you acknowledge her feelings without trying to fix them, you offer her something rare and valuable: validation. Let's break this down. Imagine she's venting about a tough day at work. Her boss was unfair, her workload overwhelming. Your instinct might be to jump in with solutions. "Why don't you talk to HR?" Or, "Maybe you should find another job." But that's not what she needs. What she needs is for you to say, "That sounds frustrating. I can see why you'd feel that way." When you respond with empathy instead of advice, you show her that you're not just hearing her, you're understanding her. This subtle shift transforms you from just another person in her life to someone who truly gets her. And here's the magic. Being that person doesn't just strengthen your connection, it sets you apart. It shows her that you're not just paying attention to her words, you're paying attention to her soul. So next time she opens up, resist the urge to solve. Instead, lean into the moment. Reflect her feelings to her. Show her that she's not just talking to someone who's listening, but someone who's understanding. That's where true connection begins. Number 6, she wants to see how you'll respond, and she's watching closely. While you're wondering what her words mean, she might be quietly observing you, evaluating how you handle the moment. Every reaction, every word, and even every pause says something about you. Your emotional depth, maturity, and reliability. She's not just sharing her problems, she's watching to see if you're someone who can truly stand by her side. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, your actions are a reflection of who you truly are. And in these moments, your response becomes a mirror, not just to her, but to yourself. Will you be calm, composed, and empathetic? Or will you rush to judge, fix, or dismiss her feelings? Picture this, she shares a deeply personal struggle, maybe something about her family or a lingering insecurity. You feel the urge to fix it right away, to give advice, or to downplay her emotions with phrases like, "It's not that bad." Stop. This is not a moment for solutions. It's a moment for presence. What she's asking is, can I trust you with my feelings? Will you respect my vulnerability? Are you someone I can rely on when things aren't perfect? The right response? Stay steady. Look her in the eyes. Acknowledge her feelings without rushing to conclusions. For example, if she talks about a conflict at work, instead of saying, "Why didn't you just do X?" try, "That sounds like a tough situation. How did that make you feel?" Your calm, measured reaction will not only reassure her, but also show her that you're someone who values her experiences and emotions. It demonstrates that you're capable of handling the highs and lows of life with maturity and grace. Remember, she's not just listening to your words, she's feeling your energy, your presence, and your intentions. These are the moments that reveal whether you're the kind of person who can meet her where she is, without rushing to fix, judge, or control. So when she shares and pauses to gauge your reaction, know this. It's a silent test, a chance to show her who you are. Handle it wisely, because your response could mean everything. Number 7. She wants to build a deeper connection, but is she calculating? When she shares her struggles, it might seem like an act of vulnerability. And it is. But could it also be a calculated move to foster a deeper bond with you? The truth is, it doesn't matter whether it's intentional or instinctive. What matters is how you interpret and respond to it. Epictetus reminds us, relationships are built on sincerity and honesty, not on perfection. Her act of opening up may be her way of breaking down barriers and inviting you into her world. But let's be honest, this can feel like a strategic move. Sharing her weaknesses, after all, can make her seem more relatable, more human, and it might even prompt you to feel protective or closer to her. Imagine this. She talks about a personal failure or an insecurity, something she rarely shares with others. You might start to wonder, why is she telling me this? Is it because she trusts me, or is she trying to forge a deeper bond? This doubt is natural, but here's the Stoic approach. Don't judge, just observe. Her intention, whether fully conscious or not, could be to test whether you're someone who values honesty and emotional depth. She's signaling, I'm not perfect, but I want you to see the real me. Are you willing to do the same? What should you do? Don't overanalyze her motives. Instead, meet her sincerity with your own. Share something about yourself, not as a transactional response, but as a way to build mutual understanding. If she talks about feeling overwhelmed by expectations, for example, you might say, I get that. There are times I feel like I can't live up to what others want from me too. But don't lose sight of the balance. Vulnerability is powerful, but it must be genuine and reciprocated to build trust. If her openness feels one-sided or manipulative, step back and reassess. Real connection comes from two people sharing their truths, not from one person wielding vulnerability as a tool. In the end, whether her sharing is intentional or not, this is a chance for you to show emotional intelligence and authenticity. Observe, don't rush to conclusions, and respond with care. If her goal is to build something real, your sincerity will reinforce that. If it's something less genuine, your grounded response will reveal it in time. Either way, you'll be stronger, wiser, and more in control of the connection. Closing. In the end, when a woman shares her struggles, it's more than just a call for solutions. It's an invitation to connect. To truly listen is to step into her world, to understand her thoughts, her emotions, and her vulnerabilities. This is not just about words. It's about creating a bond of trust, empathy, and mutual respect. If you've come this far, you've unlocked the secret to Stoic listening and what it means to live with integrity. If you're ready to embody these principles, comment on the command, I listen with strength and integrity. Let the world know you're not just a passive listener. You're someone who values connection, purpose, and respect. And don't stop here. Share this video with your friends and help spread the wisdom of Victory Stoic. Hit that subscribe button and join us in exploring the powerful lessons of Stoicism that can transform your life. This is your journey, your transformation, and it begins with a simple but profound act, listening with intention. See you in the next video, and remember, live with purpose, lead with wisdom, and always stay true to who you are.